Justin Trudeau gave a big speech about Jews and Muslims. Here, take a listen to him talking about various face coverings for Muslim women.
She presented herself to the court wearing a hijab, a headscarf, very commonly worn by Muslim women, and women of other faiths, I might add. Imagine her shock when the presiding judge refused to hear her case unless she removed her headscarf. Last year, after more than 7 years of accepting the practice, his Minister of Immigration declared by fiat that women would no longer be able to wear a niqab during citizenship ceremonies.
Did you see what happened there? Justin Trudeau started talking about a woman who was just wearing a scarf around her head, not blocking her face at all, being condemned by a judge in Quebec. And Stephen Harper agreed that that judge was wrong. But then did you see the little trick that Trudeau did? He said, and therefore, how dare Stephen Harper demand that women remove their full face-obscuring veils called a niqab from a citizenship oath? Did you see the trick? Justin Trudeau said, we've got to allow girls to wear scarves, but how dare Stephen Harper ban a face-obscuring veil? He thought you wouldn't notice the difference. But that's just trickery. Listen to this. It gets truly gross. Listen to what Justin Trudeau says about Stephen Harper and immigration and Muslims.
What's even worse than what they're saying is what they really mean. We all know what is going on here. It is nothing less than an attempt to play on people's fears and foster prejudice directly toward the Muslim faith. This is not the spirit of Canadian liberty, my friends. It is the spirit of the Komagata Maru. It is the spirit of the St. Louis. It is the spirit of none is too many.
Hang on a second. The St. Louis, if you didn't know, was a ship containing about 900 Jews fleeing the Nazi Holocaust. They didn't have anywhere to go. They went to various ports around the world. They came to Canada. But the Liberal Prime Minister of the day, William Lyon Mackenzie King, sent them back out. And eventually they went back to Europe, and surely to their deaths. Justin Trudeau is comparing a Liberal Prime Minister's zero immigration policy for Jews, sending the Jews to their death. Justin Trudeau is comparing that to Stephen Harper saying Muslim women swearing an oath of citizenship must do so with their face shown to the world, or not to the world actually, just to the one person administering the oath. Justin Trudeau is comparing sending someone to their death to asking a Muslim woman to show her face. It wasn't an accident, it wasn't off the cuff. This was a written speech, surely written by his mastermind Gerald Butts, who thought this was a real winner, so much so he put that line in twice. Take a look.
So we should all shudder to hear the same rhetoric that led to a none is too many immigration policy toward Jews in the 30s and 40s being used to raise fears against Muslims today.
Really? So we're almost as bad as sending Jews back to the gas chambers when we ask Muslims to show their face. Say, how is Muslim immigration under Stephen Harper? Has he in fact taken a none is too many approach? No, actually, if you look at the statistics from Immigration Canada, immigration is at an all-time high. We accept more immigrants per capita than any other G8 nation. And by the way, it's not a none is too many policy about Muslims. It's all aboard. I mean, look at the top 15 or so countries that are sources of Canadian immigration. In the top 15 or 16, you'll see Pakistan, Iran, Iraq, Algeria, Nigeria, which is half Muslim, Egypt, Bangladesh. Since 9/11, the Canadian Muslim population has doubled, largely through immigration, largely under Stephen Harper's watch. Not just permanent residents, but look at this. I find this actually disturbing. Under the Liberals, Saudi student visas in Canada were less than 1,000. Now under Stephen Harper, they're more than 10 times that. Do we really need 12 or 13,000 Saudis here studying? I don't think we do, and I hope none of them are studying how to be airline pilots, if you take my meaning. Now, after last night's stunning speech where Justin Trudeau actually compared Harper asking a woman to show her face to Liberals sending Jews to their deaths back in Europe, the Globe and Mail wrote a headline that I think was fairly accurate. Trudeau compares Harper's immigration stance to the Liberals' own wartime policy. That's pretty accurate. You saw the clips yourself. Well, the Liberals freaked out. I mean, the media party, come on, guys, you're supposed to be the cheering section, not accurate reporters. Well, the Liberals obeyed, they complied, and soon enough they changed their headline to Trudeau slams Tories for their terrorism rhetoric. Yeah, not quite. Look, let me say a few more things about Muslims and Jews. I believe we should take immigrants from all parts of the world if they believe in Canadian values. I believe we should take Muslim immigrants to Canada. But not all Muslim immigrants, not those who don't renounce Sharia law or the jihad. I think we should take Muslim liberals, refugees from those hellholes like the Islamic State. I believe we should discriminate between most Muslims who are moderate and extremists like those at the Asuna Wahhabi Mosque in Montreal, a mosque that the Pentagon itself has identified as a recruiting place for Al-Qaeda. Justin Trudeau campaigned at that Asuna Wahhabi Mosque after it was revealed by the Pentagon to be a place they felt the recruiting of terrorists happened. He said he was proud to have campaigned there. He associates with Omar al-Jabra, who used to be the head of the radical Canadian Arab Federation. Justin Trudeau is not discriminating between extremist Islam and moderate Islam. He is the one who, I believe, is the one who has to answer for his own affiliations and extremism. There is no comparison between the Jews who were a stateless people 75 years ago and Muslims today who have more than 20 Muslim countries. There is no plan afoot today, a final solution to kill every Muslim, as there was 75 years ago a final solution to kill every Jew. Justin Trudeau is unserious. He is unserious about terrorism. He is unserious about immigration, and he is unserious about the Holocaust. I do not believe his speech yesterday qualifies him to be our Prime Minister. I'm Ezra Levant for TheRebel.media.